Namaskar, dear devotees and friends. From today, we will have the live stream and we are beginning with the Panchama Veda, the Gospel of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. And you can see that I am not in the usual place, the pulpit and our shrine. I am sitting in my office. Why? Because of the situation. And this is the 1st April 2020, and all over the world a situation is going on, a problem is going on, and each and every one all over the world, every individual, they cannot come out. And this is the situation. And so many of the devotees, they requested me to start this gospel, and we will give the classes every day. You have already received all our the mails, the flyers. So this situation, what is the situation? That it's a coronavirus. We know about it. Almost everywhere, every time, all are talking about it. We are not going to tell anything about it. But if you notice, the two different ways the human beings are trying to solve it. In Sanskrit, they say, Tabat bhayasya vetabhyam yavat bhayam anagatam. Agatam tu bhayam bhiksha patikurya jatochitam. There's a beautiful, the Subhasit. There it says that one should be very cautious about the problem before it comes to you. That means one should be cautious. And then when it has already come, when you are standing face to face with that problem in that situation, the one should try to solve accordingly. That time one should not be afraid of. So exactly the human being is trying to do that. The one virus has come, it is completely new, and we do not know how to handle it. And still the human being is trying to solve this problem in two different ways. One, externally, that is, the science is very active. All over the world in different laboratories, the scientists are trying to find out a medicine so that it can be curbed, the external approach to solve the problem. And if you notice, almost everywhere, in every different groups, the religions, they are having this type of live streams and taking the help of the modern machineries and the science. We are trying to reach out to every people, every individual who are now in the homes. So we are trying to give them the mental strength, the spiritual strength, and with that strength he can face the problem, and the scientists, they are giving them the solution from the externally. So from the external and internal, both ways we are trying to fight out this the virus. Now, usually we used to have the class on Tuesday, but I have changed it from today. I was thinking that we should have this class from Wednesday, because Wednesday is the birthday of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. And Wednesday, he was born on February 18, 1836. So that was Wednesday. So I thought it will be very good. And you know, today is a very, very auspicious day. Today is the Sandhi of Ashtami and Navami. This is the Navaratri Puja that we are doing, we are observing. So this Puja, the original Durga Puja. And here on the 9th day of this period, Sri Ramachandra was born. Tomorrow is the Ram Navami. So that is also a very special day. After practicing the Navaratri austerity, the Hindus, they received the Supreme Lord in the form of Sri Ramchandra. So this is also very unique. Friends, you must have noticed that this particular period is very auspicious for different religious people. Almost all religious groups are now practicing austerity the whole this period. For the Hindus, it is Navaratri, Ram Navami. For the Jewish, it is Passover. For the Christian, it is Easter. And for the Muslims, this is Ramadan. And all are practicing austerity all over the world, all people. According to the traditions of all these religious groups, the devotees are supposed to assemble in their respective religious places like the temple, synagogue, church, and mosque. But the whole world is now under lockdown system, and obviously no one can go out of their houses. But every individual, every faithful, every devotee, they are practicing religion. And how they are practicing? In their own houses, or alone, or with their family members who are living together, they are practicing this religion. One thought that flashed in my mind observing this, and is this the Ishwar, the Jehovah, the God, the Allah, the Supreme Being, whom we call in different names? Is he indicating the human being to become spiritual, to go over the institutional ritualistic religion that is called Pratisthanic Dharma? Then we have to go over that and to become calm and meditative? Maybe. We do not know the ways of God, but we should try to utilize whatever the situation for our individual spiritual strength, spirituality. So let us start as usual with this mantra. Tavu kathamritam tapta jivanam kavi virilitam kalmashapaham Sravana mangalam srimadatam bhuvignanti e bhurida janaha. The Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is Kathamrita, Tava Kathamritam. Katha Rupa Amrit. Amrit means the nectar. And how it reaches to us? Through the words, the speeches, and the instructions, the advices. That is the Katha. And that gives the solace to Tapta Jivanam, the peace to the life that is almost burning in this world. And I am receiving so many phone calls nowadays from different parts of the world. The people are calling and then they're talking with me. And almost everyone is telling what to do now. I told, why? Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna has indicated, and this is the time for you. You can utilize it. And he said, Mone, Bone, Kone, in his own original Bengali language, and inside the mind, and go on repeating the holy name of God. Mone, Bone, and in a secluded place, in a corner of a room, and you have got this opportunity, do it. And go on reading the Gospel of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna or the holy books, and you will get the solace. And what is that solace? An idea. And what is this life? Friends, when we will start reading this, and I was wondering the page they opened, and we are supposed to read this page number 589, and the date Saturday, October 4th, 1884. Then Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he is visiting a devotee's house, and there he is speaking. And Master Mahashaya Sri Ma, he recorded this, and he is telling, it was the day of the first full moon after Durga Puja. Sri Ramakrishna arrived at the Calcutta house of Nobin Sen, the elder brother of Keshav Chandra Sen. Those who are the students of Sri Ramakrishna, they all know that Keshav Sen was very close to Sri Ramakrishna, and not only Keshav, his whole family. And Master Mahashaya recording it, on the previous Thursday, Keshav's mother had begged the master to pay her a visit in Calcutta. They were having different places, the houses in different places. So her mother was requesting him to visit in Calcutta, and Sri Ramakrishna has come, and this was the house of Naveen Sen. The master seated himself in a room on the upper floor of the house. With him were Baburam, Kishori, and a few other devotees. Nandalal and the Keshav's other nephews, Keshav's mother, and other relatives of his waited on the master. It had been arranged to have devotional music performed in the room. Aim was sitting in a room downstairs listening to the kirtan. So we can get the picture when Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is visiting. The pastoral work, we can say, as the avatara. What is the work of avatara? What is the duty of avatara? Avatara's duty is to establish dharma. This establishing the dharma, people are completely confused about the religion. What is religion? And all sorts of mysticism. The most of the people, they think the mysticism. That something will happen in the world, and what is going to happen, this, that. So many things they always think about. But is that religion? The religion is the realization, as Swami Vivekananda puts it. Religion is realization. And what is that to realize? Sri Ramakrishna's words, we will understand. Sri Ramakrishna is telling. He used to visit different devotees' houses, and the local people, they will all gather over there. In those days, it was not possible for the ladies particularly to travel to the Dakshineshwar to meet the Sri Ramakrishna and to listen to him. So it was really good for them. The Sri Ramakrishna used to visit in different parts of Calcutta, as a very big city, the then capital of India, and it was under the British rule. The Sri Ramakrishna used to go and meet the people, and all the devotees, the local people, they will come. And it is really good for the Master Mahasaya Mahendranath Gupta. He recorded the whole conversation. This time he mentioned that he was sitting in the next room, that was in the ground floor, and Sri Ramakrishna on the first floor. But he could hear, he could listen. Sri Ramakrishna said to the Brahmo devotees. Now we should now pay attention to the word of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. What he is telling? Now we are actually passing through a very difficult period. People are afraid of death, and each and every one is behaving so peculiarly. The more the days are passing, the more the behavioral things are changing. Children their behaviors are changing. Elderly people, their behaviors are changing. But why? That is the question. Now, here the answer that Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is giving to those people, those who understood what is religion. Listen to the Sri Ramakrishna. The world is impermanent. One should constantly remember death. Think of it. Now, when we are so much afraid of death, each and every one, even an 87 years old, 92 years old, they are also, of course, I am not criticizing, but the thing is, why so much of fear for death? The world is temporary. Each and every one, either today or tomorrow, they are going to die. And as I was quoting that Subhasit, of course we will take all the precautions, but at the same time, not that craziness about the death. It is not necessary. I was reading in the newspaper, very peculiar thing happened. The one young brother, he went out. The elder brother was asking him not to go out. Of course, now the government is telling that is the only way we can save ourselves. Not I am dying, but at the same time, if I am contaminated, I am going to create problem for many others. So one should be careful. But the young boy, he went out of the house, and then afterwards when he came back, the elder brother became so angry, he simply killed him. So what is this? So this is the craziness that is coming, and that is the point we should try to understand the wonderful words of Sri Ramakrishna. World is impermanent. The world is not permanent. Each and everything is going to change, either today or tomorrow. Of course, we will take the action to save ourselves, but at the same time, should not become crazy on that. The world is impermanent. One should constantly remember death. This is the highest teaching of spirituality. The one should not misunderstand. This is the highest teaching of spirituality. Then he is singing a song that has expressed this idea so wonderfully. Remember this, O mind, nobody is your own. Vain is your wandering in this world. Trapped in the subtle snare of Maya, as you are, do not forget the mother's name. Here in that song, it is mother's name. Mother means that God. And what is this Maya? Maya means so much of attachment and so much of desire and all the misconception about this world. Now the fabulously rich people, they're having so many things. And some people, they're having a really lavishly, they have spent the money for their own the comfort. It's okay. Can't they help now? Now the whole world needs little help. They can, but they won't. Majority of the people now, they're hiding, they're thinking, let me only survive and whatever happens to the world. Again, they're making the mistake. There's somewhere in some corner, this virus that grew, and then all over the world, each and every one is suffering. As Swami Vivekananda said, a single atom can drag the whole world behind it. That is true. A single atom can drag the whole world. We cannot live separately. Rich and poor. The rich man is thinking, I am safe. Let the poor suffer and die. No, it is not possible. The same thing will happen to you. So this is the way we must try to understand. The world is temporary. Whatever is necessary for my comfort, it is, of course, I should have. And maybe different grades of things are there. But at the same time, that we should not become the selfish giant. This is the time for the people, those who are having the wealth, to come out to help the world all over. The whole government is trying all over. Every administration is trying their best. So now these people should come out. And Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, those who are having the money, whose money is this? God's. And you are only the keeper. And if you remember this, the world is impermanent. One should constantly remember death. Any moment, anywhere it may come. Remember this, O mind. Nobody is your own. Vain is your wandering in this world. Trapped in the subtle snare of Maya, as you are, do not forget Mother's name. The last line is very important. One should go on repeating the name of God, remembering that God, and trying to take the refuge in God in whatever form, in whatever name they think it is. That way one should. Then Master again is telling the devotees, dive deep. What will you gain by merely floating on the surface? Renounce everything for a few days. Retire into solitude and call on God with all your soul. Is it not that the situation has come? Maybe this is a very peculiar situation, but it is a situation. Let us utilize this. There was a great patriot in India, and he was highly educated. He was ICS officer, and from the London he got that, and then he went back. He could live a very happy, prosperous life, but he joined in that freedom movement in India. And then he was arrested. He was put in a cell, and he was not allowed to meet anyone. For a few days he was thinking, how I am going to survive. Even the food used to come below that door. He could not see anyone. He couldn't hear the sound of human voice. For a few days he was puzzled what to do and what not to do. Then he was thinking that, well, I am going to be mad. Then suddenly one day, one thought crossed his mind that changed the whole thing. And that thought was, oh, the rishis of the old, they used to go into solitude. They used to go into solitude, not to talk to anyone, not to have the company of anyone, not to mix with anyone. They used to go and sit and meditate, they used to study their own mind, they used to control their own nature, and slowly, slowly they became the master of their own minds. So why not me? And this is an opportunity that God has given to me. I have been forced that in this prison, but why not I utilize this? So he started meditation. And meditating, slowly, slowly, he realized his own Atman. And the person who entered into the cell, he was Aurobindo Ghosh, a famous patriot. And when he came out of the cell, after spending so many days, he was Rishi Aurobindo, Aurobindo the knower of God. So this Aurobindo, many of you know about him, and he has big followers. And this Aurobindo, he utilized the situation. Why not us? Now it is a situation. Now we can everywhere, wherever we are getting the information, almost in every country, shops are open for the food, medicine, and then slowly retire. And of course there are people, those who are not having that the money and all, that problem is there. Apart from the living aside that, those of you who are living inside the room, you are having the provision and you can live all alone, and again you are trying to get solace from the Swamis and the religious people, and secretly you are going to the temples and church and mosque. It's not necessary. You go beyond all this ritualistic thing and become spiritual. How? The Sri Ramakrishna is giving dive deep. What is this dive deep means? Sit quietly in one place, close your eyes, and if you are initiated, take the holy name and count how many times you have done it. Today it is 100, tomorrow it is 200, and slowly, slowly go on increasing. And when you can reach to 10,000, as the Ma Sharadamani Devi is telling, if you can take the name of God 10,000 times, then your mind will become calm and tranquil, and peace will surely come, and along with that, success. And whatever way you like to utilize your mind, you will be successful. That one young lady, she wanted some guidance. I told this, can you increase your japa and reading of holy books apart from other duties, other work? And slowly, slowly she has increased. Today she rang me in the morning, and today she told that she has completed 11,000 times the japa of the God. She has taken initiation and going on repeating the name of God 11,000 times. And tomorrow, the Ram Navami, she is going to complete 12,000 times. The mind is changing. Situation is changing. People started loving, caring, and all this all around just by taking the name of God. Just by taking the name of God. And that is the beauty of it. That's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is telling, dive deep. How to dive deep? Where we are diving? Within the mind. And where is there in the mind? Different thoughts, waves of thoughts, varieties of thoughts. In the beginning, all those waves won't allow you to go down. And slowly, slowly, when you are going on reading the holy books and or listening to the holy talks and getting yourself inspired, and wherever you are, just sit quiet for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, go on increasing the time, dive deep, dive deep. What will you gain by merely floating on the surface? Just I am reading different holy books and then I am criticizing this and that. Religion is not doing this, he is not. What are you to criticize? You do, you show, and religion means you have to prove. And it has been proved by so many people. So that has been, the path is already chalked. I need not to find out a new the path. It is already there. And only thing I have to practice it, follow it. Renounce everything for a few days. Not for all. Not completely. Everything for a few days only. What is the renouncement? I used to go to the pub, I used to go to the club, I used to go doing this and that. I am renouncing all these and that. I had a habit of drinking, heavy drinking, or the smoking. I am giving up, giving up, giving up, giving up. So this way, renounce for a few days and retire into the solitude. You are already in the solitude, all alone, and call on God with all your soul. And when you are trying to remember God or visualize God, if you cannot, cry. You go on crying at the feet of God and say, God, please help me. Then he is singing. What is the song? Dive deep, O mind, dive deep in the ocean of God's beauty. Then Hindus in our tradition, they always teach that you should try to remember a lotus within your heart. And then just visualize your chosen idol, your God, whoever may be the God. Hindus have so many thousands of gods and goddesses. Whatever, whoever you like, just think that that same God or goddess is sitting within your heart, facing towards that direction you are looking at, you are facing. So what will happen? You will forget your body consciousness. You are coming out of your body as if, and that is called meditation. Meditation means what? Meditation means forgetting your body, forgetting the place that you are around. So forget all this. So dive deep. And in the ocean of God's beauty, those who have practiced a little meditation and a real meditation, then they can remember, they can understand, and they can tell you that when you see the light, that is the effulgent light within your heart, it is so beautiful and so attractive. You will never like to open your eyes. You will think that, no, I like to go down, I like to be over there. When Swami Vivekananda was very young, he used to practice meditation. He was reaching over there and he was finding that beauty of God presence. When Sri Ramakrishna one day asked him, Sri Ramakrishna understood that he is enjoying the meditation and asked him, what do you like to be when you grow and then you become elderly? Then he said, I like to come out from my meditation and just to take some food to maintain the body, and then I like to go and deep into that inside the meditation. It is so joyful. Of course, he has a different mission. The God brought him for a different mission. So the God rebuked him and said, why? You are selfish. But for us, let us become selfish and let us go down to that meditation. Let us enjoy that. Afterwards we will see. But first, Sri Ramakrishna, as he is telling, let us enjoy that beauty. Dive deep, O mind. Who is going deep? Mind. What is that mind? Full of thoughts. And how to eradicate those thoughts? By taking the name of God. And how it is possible? If you read some good book and then you sit for meditation, your meditation will be good. I think 2 months before, in January, when I was in India, I was visiting the senior Swamis, after retired Swamis, those who are very ill, and they have the special houses there. They all stay over there. I entered into a Swami's room. I knew him very well. Now I saw that he is preparing for meditation. Then when I met and he said, I was reading Ma Sharada Muni's life and as a preparation for meditation. Look at it. So he was reading a book just to prepare his mind for meditation. If you read the other books or just observing a movie and straight go and sit for meditation, you won't be able to control your mind because those thoughts will be on the surface. But if you have read some holy books, good book, and then you are meditating, those holy thoughts will help you. So this is, he said that if you descend to the uttermost depth, there you will find the gem of love. Love means the joy. Oh, I am alone, I am feeling frustrated, I don't have anything to do, no one to talk. Rather, you will just think other way. Oh, one should not come to me. I should be alone. I like to enjoy. And that is the way it goes. If you go to the Uttarakhand, if you see in a lonely room, one elderly Swami, he is living there, the sannyasi. All alone he is living, but so happy. If you go and talk to him, happiness is pouring out. And that is called sannyasi. And that is called spiritual life. Then some people, they say, no, we are not religious, but we are spiritual. What does spirituality mean? Spirituality means that the love, the joy which is within us. And now the situation has come. We are forcefully, we are inside the room, we cannot go out, we cannot socialize. But still, this is the opportunity. At Sri Ramakrishna's request, the Brahmo devotee also sang, Thou art my all in all, O Lord, the life of my life, the essence of essence. In the three worlds, I have none else but thee to call my own. So this, through the songs, the wonderful teaching. Today, when I started this, I opened this page, and this is the marked page I am supposed to read, and I was wondering how Sri Ramakrishna, he is giving the just exactly what we wanted to read and listen and hear. So this is how he is telling how I should pray. Oh my God, you are my own, and there is no one in this world, Sharga, Marta and Patala. That there are three words, and you know that in the 7 above and 7 below, they say in the Purana, I'm not going into that details, but these three, that means at the supreme place, the Swarg, the heaven, in between heaven and the earth. So earth, in between place, and that heaven, in all these three, I have no one whom I can call my own. You are my own. So this is the way you have to call God. In the three worlds, I have none else but thee to call on my own. Thou art my peace, my joy, my hope. Thou art my support, my wealth, my glory. Thou my wisdom and my strength. The song goes on in this way. These songs are actually not for entertainment. These are all prayers, pouring out all the truth, the feeling that a devotee is feeling within. It is coming out, is pouring out through music, through melody. So that is called the devotional song. The devotional song means the pouring out of my prayer. So you are all in all. And today we are noticing Sri Ramakrishna, they are also singing. Sri Ramakrishna also, as a teaching, he is also singing through songs. He is teaching. O mother, for Jashoda thou wouldest dance, when she called thee her precious blue jewel. Sri Ramakrishna is addressing mother, but the Jashoda was the mother of the Krishna. And blue jewel, Neel Mani, is the name of the Krishna. Then how come the Kali, the mother, the goddess that Sri Ramakrishna worshipped, became the Krishna? So there is no difference. You know, in Hindus, they have a sect called Vaishnava. And the Vaishnava, they worship the Krishna, Sri Ramachandra and Vishnu Bhagavan, like this. And there is another group called the Tantrika. They worship goddess Kali, the Shiva, Durga, Shakti. But Sri Ramakrishna is mingling these two. And he is telling, O mother, for Yashoda thou wouldest dance, when she called thee her precious blue jewel. Now this mother became Krishna. That means the Supreme Being, who is the consciousness, taking different form in different condition, because the condition of the devotee's mind, devotee's attention, and devotee wants to see that Supreme Being in the form of a mother, in the form of Krishna. So you, Sri Ramakrishna is telling, O mother, you became Krishna. The Brahma devotee also sang to the accompaniment of cymbals and the drums. O mother, how deep is thy love for men. In the Brahma Samaj, they were not actually following the traditional way of the Hindus. So they slowly, they were developing that God is not personal, it is impersonal. But at the same time, they had all these songs. Why? It is not possible for an ordinary mind simply to sit and think about formless God. So what will happen? After few try, then slowly, he will lose the confidence. And hypocrisy will come in. The hypocrite he will become, though he is not developing anything, but at the same time, he will tell people, oh, I am telling this, I am telling that. So Hindus are that way, very, very practical. So, and they said, why don't you think about a God in a form, the mother, the beautiful form. Mother Durga is there, Mother Kali is there, Saraswati, then Lakshmi. There are so many different forms. Navaratri means 9 different forms of the mother. Same mother in 9 different forms. So these are the beauties. They are not separate. They are all one. But for my mind, which is turbulent, so I am giving an option. You want this, you want this, you want this, and whatever. Every night, 9 days in different way, I am worshipping the same power, the same consciousness. Now we have to remember the Brahma devotees are singing, and they are beginning the song with, O Mother, how deep is thy love for men. The love for men, mindful of it, I weep for joy when I remember that the mother is all attentive to me. She is taking care of me. A great joy, a solace, a support that I am getting. And that brings tears to my mind, to my eyes. Almost from the day of my birth, I have transgressed thine every law. Look at it. This is called confession. Mother, I didn't listen to you. Almost from the day of my birth, right from my childhood, I didn't listen to you. I didn't follow your advices. But even then, And still thou lookest on me with love, comforting me with sweetest words. Mindful of it, I weep for joy. O Mother, the burden of thy love is far too great for me to bear. Now the realization is coming. We didn't listen to the holy words, but the God has tremendous patience. The God is waiting life after life, life after life. God is waiting. The moment you say, I'm sorry, O Father, I'm sorry, O Mother, O God, I'm sorry. Please bless me, please guide me, please help me. Immediately, forgetting all the foolishness that I did, the mistakes I did, immediately the flow of love will come, and that is called the divine love. The divine love is always waiting for us. That's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna he said in one place, the strong wind is always there blowing. Only thing you have to unfurl, and then your boat will sail and with the speed. And what is that? Faith. Faith in the existence of God. And how I can develop faith? By seeing the life of the holy people like Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, Jesus Christ, and Ma Sharadamani Devi, and host of people, so many. All of them they are telling that they have realized God. Of course, there are other people are also there. They are just claiming that they have realized God. And how to differentiate? In the coming Sunday, we are going to read the 3 questions to Sri Krishna in the Bhagavatam. The 3 questions to Krishna. The first question, how I will understand who has realized God, who is a holy man. We will listen to that on the Sunday morning. But how he will understand? Very simple. He will not have any desire. Completely, that desireless, completely free from desire. That this desirelessness will obviously develop love. So this he is telling, and when that is there, and through this song we learn that the Mother's grace, the God's grace is always there and trying to reach me, to guide me. The moment I will call Mother, immediately the flow of the bliss will come. Ma Sharadamani Devi, she once said, whoever will call me as Mother, I will surely answer to his prayer or her prayer. So that is the way the Mother is waiting. Mother is compassion. Mother is love. Mother has no ego problem. The why you have not listened to me before, so now I am not going to help you, she will never say. Just once you call Mother, and if you can say, I am sorry, immediately the love will come. Then he said, at thy love's touch, to thee I come, seeking a refuge at thy feet. They again sang of the Divine Mother. O Mother, thou my inner guide, ever awake within my heart, day and night, thou holdest me in thy lap. This is a beautiful prayer. Swami Vivekananda, recently I read, Swami Vivekananda, he was telling a devotee that he used to pray like this. O Mother, they never ever allow me to get down from your lap. Please hold me tight with you so that I can be on your lap all the time. So this should be the prayer. When you can imagine a child, a baby, sitting on the mother's lap, how happy the baby is. And he is not having any problem. Whatever happening in this all around, he is very comfortable because sitting on the mother's lap, mother will take care of me. So that should be the prayer. The master and the Brahmo devotees sang several songs about Hori and Gauranga. Now these Brahma devotees, they are also singing the devotional songs, and Sri Ramakrishna, through the song, giving the teaching. Friends, I think we should stop now, and we should ponder, we should meditate, and we should try to understand that what Sri Ramakrishna is trying to give to us. The first and foremost, we should be free from the fear of death. The fear of death. Why? Today or tomorrow it will come. So obviously, don't be afraid of death. But at the same time, be very, very cautious that tavat bhayasya vetavyam. Till then, we should be careful about the problem and should try to avoid the problem as maximum way. Now all the doctors and everyone is advising that we should maintain a social separation. And physical separation. But at the same time, we should be united. And in the modern world, it is very much possible. Through telephone, through many other means, we can see to each other, we can talk to each other, we can have this type of gatherings. Sitting everywhere individually, we can be together. So that we should try to follow. Never ever try to break this rule. Why? Not that you are afraid of your death, but you are cautious as a citizen that we should not break this. And now this is first part. Second part, how to live all alone. The many people, they don't have the habit of living alone, so obviously they are getting frustrated. The socializing, and there are some people, they are so good people, they like to be with their friends and they like to enjoy the society, going out and in the weekends. So all these things now it is completely stopped. But then how to live, how to survive? Again, Sri Ramakrishna is telling, try to research your own mind. This is the wonderful opportunity. Try to research the mind. Now you read a holy book, some wonderful, don't read these and that, only that sometimes most of our time goes away with this type of some people who have not realized anything. And some intelligent people, they have written some books and we are going on reading what is mind, what is it. If you like, you can do. But for me, don't waste time with all those things. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and try to observe what is going on in your mind. And immediately note it down in a notebook. What is happening? When I closed my eyes, what are the things that came in my mind? I could visualize my friends, my club, my office, my this problem, my that problem. Just note it down. Then second, with that note, you see it in a corner or maybe a reading table, and then you try to analyze how I can solve this problem. And suppose I can't solve this problem, what is going to happen to me? And if possible, minimize those things. Is it possible? So if you go on analyzing, then you will find the next session, when you are sitting, maybe on a chair, maybe squatting on the floor, that soft floor, maybe on the carpet, closing your eyes, taking a deep breath, and thinking that air, the hot air going down through the spinal cord at the end of the spine, that's called Muladhara in Sanskrit, at the root of all, and then it is slowly coming out. And when it is coming, it is also dragging a light, and that is becoming a straight line through your spine, and from the bottom of the spine at the end, on the top of your head, a beautiful light that has make a path. Try to visualize that. And the third stage, put your mind at the center of your body, that is the heart. And just put a finger, give a pressure, bring the mind at that place, and here you imagine, I say imagine, that there is a big flower. If possible, the color of the flower is red. Imagine that red flower. And on that red flower, the Hindus, they always say the lotus. Lotus is a symbol of devotion. And many of you have seen the lotus. And you can go to the Google search and see what is lotus. And so many petals slowly opening up. And all the petals are nothing but the red color. And the center of that flower, there is a carpet, small piece of carpet. On that, if you can imagine any god or goddess sitting, and the beautiful light is coming out from that god or goddess, and you are offering food to that god and goddess, you are burning incense sticks, lighting a candle, a lamp, and then looking at that, the beautiful light slowly it is covering your whole body and mind. Try to forget you, at least for a few seconds. There's a beautiful way you can control your mind. This is called meditation, spiritual meditation. If you are thinking about a worldly thing, you can. But the moment you are thinking about the worldly thing, whole mind will take the shape of that worldly thing. And then after some time, the pain will come, not joy, the pain. Why? Because anything that is worldly is going to be destroyed. It is temporary. That's why Sri Ramakrishna said, don't even be so much attached to the body. Body is also temporary. So think about something which is permanent, and what is the ultimate permanent thing than God? The God is the ultimate permanent. And how to see God? If you don't believe in the existence of God, no problem. You see the light, effulgent light, at the center of that flower. And look at that light. Try to imagine that light is slowly covering your whole personality, your being. And you are losing yourself. That will do. Thank you, friends. Thank you, devotees. We will meet again. And I think the next class will be Bhagavad Gita. The same way, I'll be sitting over here talking to you on the Bhagavad Gita. It will be the 10th chapter. Our devotees, the Vedanta Study Circle of Naperville, they used to organize that. Now that everything is closed, they requested me to conduct the class sitting over here. So meet you again on Friday, I think at the 7. You know, we have already sent the flyers. The 7 p.m. evening, again we'll meet. Now, let me chant this pranam mantra of the God, Sri Ramakrishna. Many of you know, you can also repeat. Niranjanam nityam anantarupam bhaktanukampa dhrita vigraham vai Ishavataram parameshamidhyam tam Ramakrishnam shirasa namamaha. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Let everyone all over the world, every being, be happy, healthy, and safe. Thank you.